Hey guys, welcome to the latest unboxing video. And I got two boxes that came in today, actually the past couple of days, but I decided to put them together in one video. And yeah, one of the boxes that came in a little bit damaged, and I contacted the guy who sent it to me, and well, we're both not happy with the services of the courier, which is actually the Dutch National Courier, so you would expect them to have their things in order, but apparently they still handle their packages pretty roughly. So yeah, I'm kind of curious what the result is going to be of the comics inside. As you can see, it is buffered with these styrofoam things, but the comics are pretty close by. So yeah, I'm going to take a look at that, and I guess we'll start off with that one. There's going to be two packages in there, one for me and one for another guy. And yeah, we'll see what the actual damage is of the comics inside. I just hope there's no damage inside, but we'll figure it out. As you can see in the background, we have a special guest, and I was able to actually transform her the proper way with looking at the manual a little bit more. Yeah, I'm very happy with the way that RC looks, and she's very poseable in different kinds of positions and stands, and very articulated, so very happy with that. The first package is for Sander. They'll be going on your stack. And the second package is for me. And from what I can see is, let me see, I took it out like this. So this side is where the damage on the box was. It doesn't look damaged. There might be some dents in there, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna lay them right here and see when they're unpacked if I can see any form of damage or whatever. Which wouldn't really make a difference because there's nothing you can really do about it, but just out of curiosity. So these comics came in through Dave Kloosterman, who has a Facebook page and a web shop. So I'll put the links in the description. And yeah, I like buying from Dave because his comics are very nicely priced, and you just get a good quality of comics. He has a very strict quality control. Well, the boards don't seem dent at all, so I guess they came in safely. So Dave has a web shop as well, and as you can see right here, I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, if you're living in Holland or Belgium, I highly recommend ordering from him, because everything comes in backed and boarded, and any comic that has, well, especially the comics from the later years, like 90s and up, if they have any form of damage, he uses those as freebies. So the comics you get are in really good shape. So the first one is a Thunderbolts comic, issue number 10. Civil War issue number 0, it's a variant. Guardians of Infinity issue number 3. All New Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 4. Let me just fix the lighting a little bit. Then we have a Spider-Man vs. Deadpool, issue number 27. Mighty Thor, issue number 23. Then we have Thor's, issue number 4. It's part of the Secret War storyline. Then we have an Illuminati, issue number 1. Issue number 2. Champions issue number 6. Let me just take this card out. This is Dave's webshop. Then we have a Web of Spider-Man issue number 57 and 56. And when I was a teenager, I got these in the Dutch publication. And yeah, they were pretty impactful to me because yeah, it's about Nazis and Rocket Racer, who's of course obviously a black guy. And yeah, it was just very impactful to me. So yeah, I'm very happy to have those. Issue number 51. 47, all webs of Spider-Man. Then we have a lenticular cover and an Old Man Logan lenticular changing into an old school Wolverine cover. So yeah, pretty cool. Then we have an Incredible Hercules issue 116. Another Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 8. No idea which volume this is. Probably volume 5 or something like that. Then we have a Generations of the Hawks. And this is the Marvel vs. Capcom variant. And I'm not collecting all kinds of variants, but this one I just had to get. So, shoot you guys. Gods of War issue number 2. And Ghost Racers issue number 1, also part of this Secret War storyline. And I think I already have this one, but regardless. I'll put these to the side and then we switch over to the next box. So yeah, once again, if you're living in Holland, Belgium, mainland Europe, maybe even for people living in England or the United States or wherever, if you place a big order, shipping costs will be yeah, relatively lower, of course. So take a look at Dave's webshop. He has a very big collection of comics available. It's highly recommended. You just get really good quality. So yeah, highly recommended. And I'm pretty sure he ships worldwide, so you don't have to worry about that. And then we have this box, which is an auction I won, and it's a lot, and a lot of issues I had no interest in whatsoever, but they came in a lot. And there's a couple of issues which did interest me, and they look pretty decent, and I was able to snatch it for a pretty good price. So yeah, I'm gonna see if the other comics do interest me when I open them up and read them. Maybe I want to collect a new series or whatever, but the way I'm looking at it now is that they'll be up for sale later on. But it won't hurt to just have a look at it. The guy who sold it made a selection of comics based on the creators. So the artists, there's some Frank Millers in there, there's some Kelly Jones in there, some John Bolton's in there. So yeah, we're just gonna take a look what exactly is inside. Oh wait, this is look at that, very well packed with styrofoam on the sides. I just cleaned up here, so this is probably gonna make it messy again. I'm just gonna try and minimize the mess it's gonna make. Pretty sure that's it, but I just want to be sure. I think this is just an extra empty box inside for buffering. Let me just get rid of this. And then let's see if I can. Yeah, it's too light to actually have comics inside, but you never know, there might be a freebie inside or whatever. No, it's actually all empty, so we got them all. Yeah, it's empty. We got them all. That's good. So it's 3 packages of comics. And let's see what's inside. So first off we have X one shot, and then we have a Mickey Spillane's Mike Danger, never heard of. A Medal of Honor, all Dark Horse comics, A Decade of Dark Horse, Death Rattle, and then we have a comic which actually grabbed my attention, a Daredevil issue 185 and 186 and 187, with this one having pretty bad discoloration on the sides, but regardless. Then we have an Incredible Hulk 264, Engine Head, all DC Comics, issue number 2, Double Shot Marvel Knights, issue number 2, with violent content. Then we have Faith, 1 through 5, that's the full limited series. With a peculiar drawing style. And we have Junk Culture, 2 issues, complete series as well. Not sure what it says right here, but Strange Wink. I'm totally sure. Yeah, Strange Wink. Interesting. And another one. And then we have an Asylum Borderland. All titles which I'm not familiar with. Okay, cool. So that's the first package. But yeah, I basically did it for the Daredevils and the Incredible Hulk issues. And package number 2. Then we have some Asylums, issue number 1 and 2. Crazy covers. Oh wait, and this was Asylum Borderland, issue number 3, so that goes there. Yeah. Gifts of Night, issue number 1 and 2. And number 3 and 4. Then we have a Daredevil Marked for Death. And this is a reprint trade paperback, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, issues 159 up until 164. So these are all reprints. Always nice to have, of course, if you don't have the originals, but I prefer to have the originals. But I might not be able to pick them up, but yeah, it's nice to have. Then we have an Electra Saga, which is a little bit damaged. By Frank Miller and Klaus Janson. And this is, I'm not sure if this is a reprint or, looks like it though. Let me just see. Yeah. These have to be Daredevil reprints as well. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, the complete Electra Saga, so it's gotta be the Daredevil reprints, but I'm just checking if I can actually see that somewhere. Doesn't seem to say that anywhere here, but I'm not familiar with those Daredevil stories. I just know that what happens in it, but not I haven't read them, so I'm not entirely sure if it's only Daredevil stories or maybe a special in there as well. But yeah, it revolves around Daredevil and the Hand and stuff like that. Some Bullseye, some Daredevil. But I can't see anywhere where it says what it was printed as originally. So, and then we have a Harlequin Valentine by Neil Gaiman and John Bolton or Gaiman, not sure. Gaiman or Gaiman. Okay, this looks interesting. Very cool art. Very cool art. I've known John Bolton from some backup stories in X-Men Classics, but that wasn't painted like this. This looks really cool. Okay, very cool. Harlequin Valentine, printed by Dark Horse. So that's it for package number 2, and then we switch over to package number 3. So yeah, sometimes you just buy stuff which you don't know, and sometimes you happen to like it and sometimes you don't. But that Harlequin Valentine looked really good, so yeah, I'm kind of curious about that now. Then we have Elementals. And Cold Blood. With a poster inside, a glossy poster. It's weird material. Okay, cool. Miracle Man Apocrypha, or however you pronounce it. With art by Norm Brayfold. I guess. Let's Train to Deathsville with a cover by Kelly Jones. And art inside as well by Kelly Jones, I guess. He's an artist who's who you either like or hate. There's no in between, I don't think. And he lends himself very well for these horror-ish, creepy kind of stories. The Hammer, Outsider. Yeah, very cool. Another Hammer, Outsider, and another one. I'm not sure if these are the same series or not. 3 of 3, 2 of 3, and 1 of 3, and then we have 1 of 4, 2 of 4, so that's two different series, 3 of 4 and 4 of 4, and then we have Venom the Madness, which is also art by Kelly Jones. Ridiculous art, but it just works. Issue number 1, 2, and 3. And number 1 is a little bit embossed. You can see the wrinkles in the Venom symbiote being embossed. The logo as well. Then we have a Frank Miller's Robocop Stargate SG-1, Free Comic Book Day. This art is probably not Frank Miller. I think he drew it. Yeah, Stephen Grant is probably the artist. Then we have a Robocop vs. Terminator with a silver ink, metallic ink, issue 1 of 4, with a stand-up cutout thing. Robocop vs. Terminator. And this looks like Walt Simonson art, actually. Which it is, yes. And then we have issue number 2. Is that the same story? Frank Miller and Walt Simonson. It is. And there's another cutout of the Terminator. And then we have issue number 3, which has a cutout of whoever this woman is. Is it Sarah Connor? And probably not. Is it? I have no idea. And issue number 4, so there's a complete limited series of Robocop vs. Terminator with a cutout of... Who is this? What is this? Oh, look at that. Oh, that thing. Right. Okay, cool. And we have an Hero Special Edition, which, yeah, in the 90s there were these basically two magazines. You had The Wizard, and later on the Hero would come as well. And they had like articles and interviews and stuff like that, and price guides in them, and you would get these ash cans in there as well. So those would be very nice features, and sometimes there's a trading card inside. I'm just gonna open this up right now and see what's inside, but I think it's only gonna be that ash can comic, which seems to be Batman and the Joker. I'm not familiar with this, so I might be wrong. With nice pink foil cover enhancement. Also Kelly Jones art. I think this might actually be worth a little bit. But I'm not going to sell it. Deluxe hardcover format. Batman, this is a very cool cover enhancement. Looks really good on pink on black. Yeah, cool. So yeah, this is the Hero magazine. There would be some articles in there, some previews of comics which would be coming out, or stories being reviewed and whatnot. We have a nice poster inside of Batman issue number 500 that came out that month or a month later, with Batman's new uniform or outfit. This must be somewhere around Nightfall, where Bane broke Batman's back. And oh, there's some there's some interviews with artists who all worked on Batman, so that's pretty cool. So we have Neil Adams, Dick Giordano, Carmen Infantino, Kelly Jones, Bob Kane, Frank Miller, Jerry Robinson. All of these names are not familiar to me. So yeah, it's all about Batman. Batman from Dark Knight to Nightfall. So yeah, and then the animated series. With the classic 60s TV series, which actually got me sort of hooked on. I like that series a lot. Regardless of how corny it is, I liked it a lot. Then there's a trading cards of Batman price guide in there as well, but that's of course outdated. How I Draw Batman by Kelly Jones. A look into the mind of the artist. And then some figures. And a video game review of the Batman. And then a price guide, of course, of the Batman comics. All comics where Batman featured in, or Batman family. But it's all in the 90s, so it's very outdated. Anyways, this is the last one that was in the package. So yeah, very cool comics. All kinds of different independent comics with the same type of artists in there. Very cool. I like it a lot, and I'll see what I keep and what I offer up for sale again, and yeah, get into something new. So and then of course we have the pile I got from Dave as well, with Ghost Racers issue number 1, Gods of War issue number 1, Generations Hulk Street Fighter variant cover, Guardians of the Galaxy, Incredible Hercules, Wolverine lenticular cover. Then we have some Web of Spider-Man's issue 47, 51, 56 and 57. Very cool. Champions issue number 6. 2 Illuminatis. It's probably the 2nd or 3rd volume or something like that. Thor's and the Mighty Thor. Spider-Man vs. Deadpool. All new Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of Infinity. Civil War 2 issue number 0 with a pretty cool variant. And we have the Thunderbolts. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'm working on the next video. I was working on the script today, and it's going to be Uncanny X-Men issue 177. And yeah, I'll be working on that one and probably have it done by the end of the weekend. So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks again for watching, and see you guys later.